shit! Oh! Take this! Oh shit! Oh shit! Alright, last part. Oh yeah. Oh, sandwiches. Oh yeah. Happy Friday, guys.